Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I have a collective message. This message is not going to resonate for everyone, okay? This is something where it's like very specific, and if it's for you, you're going to know, okay? But I've already put some cards, so let's get straight into this message, right? Whoever I'm picking up on today, I do see that you have been connected to a karmic, right? Now, this definitely could look like a relationship. This could be a family member. It could also be a long-term friend, right? But I do see that you have been in a very toxic karmic loop with somebody for quite some time now. And I'm gonna be so for real, like you guys have a soul contract, and in the soul contract, this person is supposed to keep you off your path, right? They're supposed to kind of attach themselves to you and waste your time, right? This person has the spirit of delay attached to them. So you may notice that this person wastes a lot of time. They do things that are very meaningless. They could have some type of addiction that takes up all of their time, right? But I do see that this person, they are in your life to keep you stuck, right? So I do see that they give you nothing. I see that this is somebody that you never will get anything from, okay? Anything that they promise you, it's fake. Anything that, and look, this is a massive, like, again, spirit of delay. So they may promise you things like, for example, if it's a relationship, they may promise you like, oh, I'm going to change, or we're going to do this, we're going to travel, we're going to do this. And it never actually happens, right? You have to be very aware of this. This person's been wasting your time, right? And I do think that they keep you in a cycle by manipulating you. And right now, I see you breaking free from this person. I see that you have actually been avoiding this person. I do see that you may have, if it's a relationship, you may have broken up with this person. If it's a family member, maybe you've distanced yourself or just ended the cycle. This person is acting a little bit out right now, okay? They're acting a little bit crazy right now because they have lost access to you. They no longer can hold you down. They no longer can tie you down. They no longer can keep you stuck. You have actually released yourself from this soul trap with this person. And I do see that you may be very angry as well because you may have realized how much time this person had wasted of yours. I just seen 313. Obviously, everything happened for a reason. Okay, but their time is up. Okay, their time is up. They're holding you back from the life that you deserve. They're holding you back from the love that you deserve. And I just need 333 when I said that. There's somebody that they keep you stuck with empty promises, okay? They always are trying to delay things as well. So for example, right, say that you have plans with this person. They're always trying to delay it. Okay, and it's because, again, the spirit of delay is attached to them. And as long as you're attached to them, you're also in this loop. Okay, sorry about that. You're also in this loop that where, you are now wasting your time. You're waiting on this person, okay? And this person has nothing to offer, right? This is somebody where when you are connected to them, you are sharing karma. You're sharing this spirit of delay. You're sharing this trapped energy, okay? Now, again, I do see you breaking free, okay? I do see you kind of going in a different path. I do see you maybe blocking this person, not talking to this person, not allowing this person in. I just seen 444. And I also see, like clockwork, right? As soon as you let go of this energy, now don't get me wrong, because you're going to have this person coming in and trying to confuse you, right? But once you fully let go of this energy, you are actually stepping into a whole new life, right? You're stepping into this, well, that's how it's going to feel for you. So you may wake up and all of a sudden you feel different. All of a sudden you feel like you have really good energy. You may notice that new people are coming into your life. You may notice that new opportunities are coming in. Yeah, that is because that reality shift had everything to do with you getting off the wrong path and stepping into the right path, okay? This person is not meant for you. They've wasted a lot of your time. I'm also getting that this is somebody that keeps you isolated, right? They are very scared that you're going to either move on, find someone else, or find people that tell you that this is wrong. It's 12:12 on my actual clock. So you may have kind of, felt isolated from this person because of this person. There's somebody that also seems to be isolated. This feels like a very toxic cycle. But again, you've let go of it. And with letting go of this cycle, you've let go of any resistance, any soul trap, right? Because this person was creating a soul trap. They kind of wanted to keep you in their orbit, okay? So they can kind of do what they want. Guys, I'm sorry about the blurry camera. So when I tried to fix it, I actually got a message, a download. This is somebody that actually will fog you up, okay? So when you are connected to them, you may experience brain fog. When you're connected to them, you don't see things clearly, especially when it comes to the third eye, right? So you may also, your intuition's off, or, you may kind of, you don't feel like you're in alignment, right? Because again, being connected to them keeps you off path. It keeps you out of your divine energy, right? Once you disconnect from them, you will notice how much things are different and how precious your energy is, right? This is somebody that had been robbing you of your energy. And when you find this out, you will experience, feelings of anger, disappointment, especially when this person comes into your life. You will notice how angry you feel, even if they just think about you. You may notice angry energy, okay? And that is because this person is trying to literally trespass. You are somebody that right now you are in a good place. While you're in your divine energy, while you've taken back your power here, you are attracting the things that are for you. But the thing is about this person is they no longer have access to your energy, right? They no longer have access to, they don't have any control over you, right? You've broken free. And this is something that really drives this person crazy. Now, this is the type of person that once you've taken your power back from them, do not go back to them. Do not see them again. Now, if it's a family member, I understand that you may have to, but, try to keep distance, especially if this is some type of karmic relationship, okay? Because the thing is here, they're losing control because you've taken your energy and power back, right? Also, I see that, as I mentioned before, like clockwork, everything starts to align for you. And it starts to happen immediately. The thing is, you have to be very cautious of your thoughts, the energy that you're entertaining, because you will notice this person coming back. And they're coming back, they're trying to trick you, they're trying to trap you, they want to put you in the place that you've already escaped from, okay? So what I see here is when you distance yourself from this person, somebody comes in, okay? And it's very quick and it feels, this is a love interest, okay? And it's actually with the Four of Wands here, this is like a soulmate or some type of divine connection, okay? Somebody that really relates to you, somebody that really gets along with you. Now, you guys share the same spiritual belief or religious belief, okay? You have the same type of energy. You both are very rare, okay? I just need 10:01 on the timer. You both are very rare, and you both have this energy where you want the same thing. But the things that you want are very rare, okay? Again, you're somebody with a very unique energy. You're somebody that you really do uplift people. You really do have this heart of gold. And I do see this energy where, look, this is a very ancient connection coming back, meaning that both of you and this new person, like both of you have had past lives together, right? You both align on a spiritual level. This is somebody that they are awakened. It's not going to be so obvious to other people. And when you first meet them, or when you do start talking to them, you will notice that this person seems very deep, okay? They seem very wise, and you're going to notice that they start to mention things that align with you. I just seen 1111. Now, this is before you even mention anything, right? This is before you talk about your spiritual belief. This is before you talk about your belief in general. You will notice that this person starts to bring up things that you align with, things that you may be very confused because, as I mentioned, this energy is rare. And you may even be like, is this person mirroring me? With this situation here, this person's actually going to bring up things first. You're also going to notice how deep they are. And another thing is, if you have experienced twin flame or divine counterpart in the past, and even this person with the soul trap energy, right? They could have been somebody that you thought was a soulmate, or you thought that this was your divine counterpart, right? I just need 1212. But I do see that there's this resemblance between this new person and your divine counterpart. And what I mean is a physical, like, they look like your divine counterpart, okay? You may think that as soon as you meet them that they're very similar, right? The thing is about this person, though, is they're actually healed, right? They're actually somebody that is very, and I keep getting alchemist energy, so I'm getting that they're very aware and awake, and they're like the healed version of your divine masculine. I'm not gonna lie here. Like, this is somebody that they feel the same, but they feel like they're the healed version, right? Now, your divine counterpart, or whoever you thought was your divine counterpart, they were a catalyst to your awakening, okay? They were a catalyst here. But I do see that this person, the divine counterpart couldn't get it together. Whoever I'm picking up on, the divine counterpart could not get it together, and I'm getting that they've had a long time to try to get it together, to evolve, okay? But they decided not to, okay? They were running from healing. They were running from how they truly feel. They were just running in general, right? But now there's somebody new coming into your life that really resembles the divine counterpart, but you guys have really amazing chemistry. Also, with this person, everything tends to line up, right? As I mentioned before, this divine counterpart, you will notice that nothing ever lined up. In fact, you may have even noticed that, for example, you guys were kind of off, right? Meaning that you guys maybe, say you wanted to meet up with this person, it's like it could never happen. Or say you are about to run into this person, but then it never really happens, okay? So I do see with this new person, with this actual divine counterpart that's coming in, by the way, you've passed a massive test by letting go of this karmic cycle, right? Now, for some of you, this karmic cycle, and it's 12:21 on my actual clock right now, but this karmic cycle may have been what you thought was a divine masculine, divine feminine energy, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to label it. Or you may have met somebody in the past that you thought was your divine counterpart. But now I do think that this new person, they resemble them. Okay, they feel like them, they look like them, but they look and feel like well, maybe not look, but they feel like the healed version of them. This is somebody that, it's very interesting. You may think that it's too good to be true. Don't ever speak that on your life. I just seen 15. Nothing is ever too good to be true unless you believe it, right? But you're going to actually start questioning whether this person is real or not, or like, obviously they're real, but like, are the things that they're saying real? Like, because they seem to really align with the way you think, right? You're somebody that is very spiritual. You're somebody that looks at the world in a different way. And you have a hard time finding people that kind of relate to you, okay? This is somebody that's a part of your soul family, okay? This is somebody that, no, they're so serious. And you think that, like, again, this is too good to be true. Is this person for real? They're for real. They're so honest, okay? That's another thing about you and them. You guys seem to have a really good intellectual connection. You both have the same morals. You both have the same beliefs. You both have the same thoughts, okay? This is somebody that they may not be as open publicly about their beliefs, their spirituality, the way that, or even religion, okay, whatever it is. I am getting it's a spiritual person, and I'm getting that this is a higher soul connection though, right? And I'm also getting that one thing that you're going to notice about this person is they're very selective, okay? They're very selective with the people they allow into their life. They do not like to waste time, which is completely opposite from what you're used to. Like, I mean, you were dealing with somebody that was wasting your time. Actually, they were putting the spirit of delay over your life. Like, that was their whole thing, you know, wasting your time. So this person, they're different. They don't want to waste time. I just need 17. They do not entertain any energy, okay? They're somebody that, one thing you're going to notice about this person is with their sexual energy, they're very selective, okay? And you are too. And I'm getting, for some of you, you may be celibate, right? Even if you're not, you're very selective with who you allow in your energy, and you understand the consequences of that type of energetic like transferring that sexual energy, right? This person has the same thoughts, and that is something that they're going to speak to you about, okay? There's somebody that literally, they are not reckless with their sexual energy, okay? They know the importance of their sexual energy, their sacral energy. They do not freely give it up, and they do not this is somebody that does not sleep around, okay? This is somebody that, and this is a very rare energy, okay? You maybe have had a hard time kind of getting through to people about that, but I do see that this person literally mirrors that within you. They're very selective with their energy. They also have a very divine energy as well. I'm getting a very strong message here. You may think this is a test, okay? You may think that this is another test from the universe. You may think that there's something new to learn, right? I'm going to be so honest with you. You've already been through your test, okay? Now, you're somebody that you were born into this lifetime, and whatever age you are now, okay, your whole life up to this point has been very, it's like karmic loop after, you know, tragedy, after, you know, trauma, right? Like, there's been a lot that you've been through, okay? And also, not to mention the other lives, okay? Because you did come into this life very spiritually aware, spiritually evolved, okay? You are very gifted, whoever I'm picking up on. And you've been through the karmic loop, the karmic cycles, okay? So you may have had a very hard life, especially when you were younger. but even this whole soul trap that you've been through, okay, this is something that has caused you a lot of trauma. You can look at it as it's also taught you a lot and you've passed the test, okay? Now it is time for you to be happy. It's time for you to be loved. It is time for you to be shown the same type of love that you show other people. It is time for you to have somebody that just wants to care for you. And you've been doing a lot of work, okay? Lately you've been purging. So lately you may have been crying a lot. You may be sleeping a lot. You may kind of even your body's purging, so you may even like be sweating a lot and stuff like that. And even other emotions may be coming up. You have gone through a massive purge, right? For some of you, you may still be purging, but you letting go of this karmic loop that has been happening, this person that has been wasting your time, had brought in, like spirit had brought in this person, like your actual divine counterpart or your actual soulmate, right? Now, you don't have to label it, but you're going to feel it. You're going to be very surprised as well that this person is, and I keep getting the name Alex, also could be like Alexander or something like that, but there is this energy where this new person, they just want to take care of you, like they just want to love you. There is this attraction between you two, but again, this is somebody that they want to be around you. And again, with their beliefs, they're very similar to yours. You guys are literally like the same person in two different bodies. And again, you're going to know because they're going to look like the person you thought was your divine counterpart. They're going to even like resemble them and feel like them, but they're going to feel like the healed version of them, right? This is no coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence, okay? Now, I did a reading not too long ago. I think it was like in the last few days actually, talking about somebody that had been mirroring you. They've been watching you for a while. I want to make it very clear that this is not the person, and I do these collective readings and get different messages for different people. So if you've watched that video or a different video from me that did not align with this message, then maybe this message is not for you, or maybe those messages were not for you. But this is a very specific message, and again, you're going to know because they look like your divine counterpart. They feel like a healed version. They feel like the version that you were trying to either wait for or manifest. But this person, this divine counterpart, or this catalyst, I should say, they didn't get it together in time. Like they couldn't get it together. Okay, and that's on them. They have their own journey, you know. In life, whether you're dealing with a very strong soul connection, you're dealing with, the other half of your soul, or whatever people like to call it. I don't like to claim that. I don't believe the twin flame journey, is the other half of your soul. If anything, like you both are very similar, but that just implies that you're only half of a soul, which is not true, right? So here's the thing though, when you do meet somebody that is like, a divine counterpart, twin flame, you will notice that you guys are very similar. You guys, it's not that, they're mirroring you, but you guys just tend to be very similar. It's like you've lived the same life in different bodies, right? But this person here, you're going to notice that they feel right, okay? They feel right, and they're going to bring things up that you like, the belief that you have. They're going to bring that up as their own belief, and it may feel too good to be true. It's not too good to be true. This is something that you deserve. This is something that you've been through so much, and it's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to be loved. It's time for you to receive the type of energy that you give to other people, right? So So I do see that right now, if you haven't met this person yet, believe that you're going to meet them, because you are, if this message resonates for you. But I also want to mention here that you cannot allow the other person back into your life. Okay, even when you do meet this person, you cannot allow the other person back into your life. The other person is here to waste your time. They're here to siphon your energy, to take from you. And if you do entertain the other person, then you may actually miss the opportunity for your true divine counterpart. So you need to make a decision. You need to realize that this other person, this karmic person, is here to put the spirit of delay over your life, okay, to waste your time, to keep you in a cycle, to give you nothing, they want you to protect them, okay? They want you to spiritually protect them. But they have no interest in healing, doing the work. They really don't. And spirit knows this, okay? They can try to manipulate you, but they cannot manipulate your spirit guides, and they cannot manipulate God, okay? So even if they come at you and they're like, no, I'm gonna change, and just give me another chance, you don't want to believe that, because this person has had chance after chance after chance. And again, you may even feel like you cannot go near them. You may feel scared to go near them, okay? Listen to your body. Especially if you're feeling scared or anxious, or like it's not right to go near them. Listen to your body, okay? This is your intuition screaming at you. Especially if you're feeling like energies of being scared, being anxious, right? Fear is a very big indicator of your intuition, okay? So sometimes you have a bad feeling. You need to listen, especially with this person. Now that you've heard this message, if you feel anger, if you feel like anger because this person's wasted your time, anger because this reading will give you the truth that maybe you've been running from, or the truth that you did not know yet, it's completely normal. It's completely normal, okay? Allow the anger to come up, right? Don't sit there and be like, oh, this person wasted my time. Don't do that, okay? Because that's just wasting more time, right? What you want to do is allow the emotions to come up, and then you want to kind of get back to yourself, get back to your energy. You may constantly need to bring back your energy. You're going to notice this person getting very desperate, this karmic energy getting very desperate, because they can feel you moving on. They can feel you leaving their energy, okay? They can feel you breaking free from their manipulation. They can feel you untrapping yourself. And they can also feel somebody else is in your energy. And I will say this person doesn't want you to be happy. Like, this person, they like it when you're upset. They like it when you're sad. They like it when you're waiting on them, right? So this is your sign to not take that karmic loop back. Don't take that soul trap back. Don't delay, waste any more time, not even thinking about them, right? And focus on your blessings, because they're coming in immediately. Even if you haven't met this person yet, for some of you haven't met them yet, right? You needed to listen to this message before you meet them, because otherwise you may think that it's too good to be true, or it's another lesson. That's what I'm getting here. You also need to work on accepting happiness, because you've been dealing with somebody that I'm getting that they have made you feel very unsafe, ungrounded. This feels like one of those soul ties that in trauma bond, that's what you call it, a trauma bond, where, they love bomb you, they give you a little bit, they kind of tell you everything you want to hear, and then all of a sudden, when they've got you back where they want you, they literally will start to kind of create trauma. They will start to abuse you and all of this stuff, right? So it becomes like, you become unstable, your nervous system becomes unstable, but you become hooked on their validation. You become hooked on them saying that, basically the fake lie that they come in with, okay? So it is time for you to Get rid of this trauma bond. It's been holding you back and siphoning your energy, right? It's been holding you back from your divine purpose, your path, the people that want to love you, okay? And this new person's coming in. Now, if you guys want me to do just an in-depth reading on the new person, let me know in the comments and I will do it at my next reading. But this message had to come out because somebody needed to hear it. Okay, strong Aquarius energy here. We have Virgo energy, we have Cancer energy, we have Taurus Capricorn energy here as well, and Leo energy here today. So that's all I have for you guys. If it resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next reading.